Hey guys, it's Greta, Bereisaite, dating and relationship coach for women. And for the best dating and relationship tips, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I upload a new video every Wednesday, and on Sunday I usually do a live stream answering your questions. Okay, so ladies, today's topic for you is why is he mean to me? And this video will be a little bit longer than usual because I want to get down to the core. As a lot of clients that I actually coached a couple years ago, they come back to me 2 years later with the same problems. And I'm asking, like, why are you not listening to me? Why you're still doing the same things that you've been doing 3 years ago? How does it make sense? How do you still come back to me with the same problems? And the answer usually to that is because the ladies who have been applying my tips have been using it as a game instead of changing themselves and getting deep to the core of it. So let's talk about why is he mean to me. Let's start with a story. So I had a client about 3 years ago, and she found me through my YouTube videos, and this is what she told me. She had a boyfriend, she was just finishing high school, things were going really well with him in the beginning, he was sweeping her off her feet. He was really kind to her, but then things changed and he became extremely disrespectful and mean. As I was questioning her why could potentially he be mean, I realized that she's been doing everything for him. She said, you know, Greta, I let him know where I am, who I'm with, what I'm doing. I call him, I give unconditionally to him. I am nice, I'm kind to him, and he constantly keeps being mean and disrespectful, while at the same time lashing out at me. He keeps screaming and shouting like he's always unhappy with me. Then she said, I really don't know what to do about it. Eventually things got so bad that, for example, he wanted her to do his homework, and she told him okay, but she was a little bit late with the homework, and he was so unhappy with her that he actually ended up slapping her. The reaction that she gave him straight after, because she was in a total shock, she actually started to apologize for not doing his homework on time. However, soon afterwards, when she actually thought about it, she realized what happened, what he actually did to her, which was a wake-up call for her to get in touch with me. Also, she said after he had slapped her, he was the one calling her, texting her, as I think he was shocked himself and realized that he really overstepped some boundaries. But ladies, let's talk about, so why do people become so mean to others when sometimes all you want to do is give and be nice and kind to a person, and instead of appreciating it, they actually start taking you for granted, as this is when they actually start to take advantage of you and start to become purely disrespectful and mean. Ladies, I actually have a video on my other YouTube channel which is called High Value Mindset, and it is about people pleasers, which I really recommend you to watch. In that video I talk about how people pleasers have it worst, even though they are the ones who are always giving and trying to be liked, trying to be nice, trying to be kind and impress others. Extremely important for them to be liked, as if the people pleaser is not liked by somebody, they can literally lose sleep over it and can't handle it. Girls who are like this are usually taken advantage of in their relationships, and men do end up treating them badly. People who need validation from others and think that they are not good enough, after a while in a relationship, their partner will start to have a full power over them. So let's think about it like this. If you are a girl, let's say you have a guy who is really into you, all he's doing is continuously texting, calling you, always asking where you are, writing you essay messages, to that point that you can't even take a break from him, as he is constantly trying to impress you and gives to you while making you into his whole world. What happens is, after a while, it gets boring. You feel your guy is so needy that he's nearly suffocating you. And you end up feeling like it's too much, I can't breathe. However, when it becomes a routine and you start to feel like you are entitled to that person pleasing you so much, it literally becomes like you are a queen and he is your pleaser. And you feel entitled to it so much that when the same guy gets tired of pleasing you one day and he doesn't pursue you or try to please you, you might get so annoyed with him that you might actually lash out on him because you feel entitled. You got used to it. And this is why, ladies, people pleasers struggle the most with good treatment, because they give without valuing themselves while making someone else into their whole life. And when you are like this and you keep giving to other people continuously, we start seeing you as this is how it's supposed to be. As we start to feel entitled to everything that you're giving to them, and then we start to abuse you. Ladies, all of this comes down to lack of self-love, self-value, self-worth, and knowing how to set healthy boundaries in a relationship. Ladies, when you actually think about it, the guy does not become mean to you straight away. What happens is, first there are red flags. First we test your boundaries. Can I walk all over her? Can I control her? Let me give you an example. Let's say you're both sleeping in the same bed together, and the guy might say, oh, can you get up and give me that thing over there? Then he actually could perfectly get up himself and get it himself. But you're being nice, so you do it. What he's doing is basically testing to see, will she try to please me? And ladies, these little tiny small tests eventually turn into bigger ones until he starts to feel that you're trying to please him and he is entitled of you, and then slowly he starts taking you for granted. Ladies, if he is rude or disrespectful, just tell him straight. Do not wait. Set in a boundary from a start. Don't let things pile up. Before it snowballs into a bigger issue, he needs to know he cannot get away with treating you badly from day one. Yet, however, if you're too scared to set in boundaries and you let things pile up, and he just keeps gradually disrespecting you more and more and more until it just gets bigger and eventually becomes so big that at the end of the day, women are actually getting abused, and not just mentally but also physically. If you want a happy and healthy relationship, you need to know how to love yourself and set the healthy boundaries in. Nobody will respect or value you if you do not respect or value yourself. If you do not see your own value and worth, and if your goal in life is to please others, you will become someone else's slave rather than someone else's equal or partner. Ladies, this is a really big issue that I'm finding with the girls. A lot of you set in boundary as a game rather than starting from the core inside of you. Ladies, if you will look at boundary setting as something that can be done very quickly without working on your core, long term you will fail. Why? Because you didn't truly learn how to love and value yourself, but played a game. And ladies, games long term do not work if you want a happy and healthy relationship. So ladies, anyway, if you would like a quick fix how to set in a boundary, please watch my video right here. And if you would like to get to the bottom of it and really learn how to love and value yourself, get my ultimate self-love course, which I'll put down in this video description below. Guys, I would really recommend you to take my free quiz, which is a self-awareness test. Are you a high value or low value woman? I will put the link to that free quiz in my video description down below. So ladies, if you liked this video, please press like, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let me know in the comments below what would you like me to do videos about, what you might be unclear of. In Greta's High Value Woman School, where we are all in the same boat learning how to be a woman of high value and bring out the best in our men, follow me on my Instagram. It's called Ladies Relationship Coach. And for one-on-one or group coaching or for other types of packages, check out my website, which is called ladiesrelationshipcoach.com. And thank you so much for watching. Kisses from London. Have a beautiful day. Mwah.